Hello and welcome.
YouTube is up. Live Facebook is up. Facebook is not working.
Okay. And that's okay.
What about this one?
That's okay. So, thank you for tuning in to Ask Dr. Love. If love is the answer, what is your question? Ask Dr. Love is a podcast. That means it's audio. You're lucky enough to get me on video. And I got to remind everybody, my father always said, you've got a face made for radio. So we're lucky to even have a video. And I want to thank my team, especially Eddie, the holistic motivator, for putting all the technical stuff together to make this happen. So today's question, today's subject is, how do I lose weight after the quarantine? Because I've been very self-indulgent. I've been doing the chips and the dip and the beer and the wine and the ice cream and even the chicken wings. I've been doing all the wrong stuff. And I know it was wrong, but I just couldn't help myself. So I got some science to drop on you real quick. Number one, the gasoline of the brain is blood glucose. So we might as well just say sugar. So everything you eat is broken down in terms of sugar. Cardiac energy can either go from sugar or fat. The brain doesn't work on fat. The brain only works on blood sugar. But the heart can do fat or blood sugar depending upon what's available in your diet. So you get to choose. Now, protein actually burns more in the brain than it does in the heart. So the brain needs protein and the heart needs fat. Wow, that's a lot of science, because you're the one who has to make the choice. Am I doing fats? Am I doing carbs? Or am I doing protein? So if you're only doing physical work, you need more fat and sugar for your heart. But if you're doing more brain work, you need protein and sugar. Wow. Who's running the show? Is the brain running the show or the heart running the show? Well, they kind of work together. So the question is, how do I lose weight? And the answer is, losing weight is easy. It doesn't matter what you do. You can use any diet to lose weight. You can do the keto diet. You can do the caveman diet. You can, whatever fad diet that's out there, you can lose weight. But the issue is 30 days later, how do you keep it off? How do you keep it from doubling back? We all know the story of the people who lost 100 pounds and then gained back 200, or they lost 50 and then they gained back 100. There's a great video out, Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. There's tons of information on how to lose weight, but there's very little information on how to keep it off. And that's where lifestyle comes into play. You have to have the proper lifestyle if you want to keep it off. So there's 4 methods that I use that are always work. So number 1, I discovered juice fasting. And I turned that in to juice feasting so you would not feel deprived. So I didn't start juice fasting. That's been around at least 150 years. I think it started in Germany. I could be wrong. But Hans Nieper, who was some German monk living in the mountains, put people on juice fasts. For all I know, it could have started in Greece, or Rome. But what I did is I tweaked it, I innovated it by taking the deprivation out of it and making it seem like you were actually enjoying it. And the way I do it is the first 7 days, you only juice for dinner. That way you get to eat breakfast and lunch. And then the second 7 days, you juice for breakfast and dinner, and you still get to eat lunch. But the third 7 days, that's when you kick into high gear and you juice 4 times a day. Now, here's the psychology behind this. You think you're going from 2 meals to 1 meal, but in actuality, your metabolism is going from 1 juice a day to 2 juices a day. And your metabolism is extracting the nutrients from the juice and saying the food, nah, we don't like the food. We really like the juice. So by the time you get to the third week where you're going to be doing 4 juices a day, your body is really happy with you. You're going to sleep better. You're going to have more energy. Your senses will be brighter. Your mind is going to be clearer when you do the 4 juices a day. Now, people always complain to me and they have problems when they jump into it from eating crappy food like steak, chicken, and pork chops to 4 juices a day. And that's why the 21-day juice feast starts with 1 juice a day for dinner the first week, 2 juices, breakfast and dinner the second week, and the third week, we kick it into high gear with 4 juices a day. Now, how do you break the fast? That's always the question. Because if you eat the wrong foods coming out of the fast, you're not going to be happy. So let me explain the science. Your liver is in charge of your metabolism. The liver decides where calories come from. So if you're cutting your calorie content from 2,500 calories a day to 300 calories a day, that's a deficit of 2,200 calories. Where do those calories come from? Because your body still needs to burn those calories. So your liver burns stored fat for fuel. And after it burns the fat in the liver, then it goes to the fat stores around the body for the saggy arms and the love handles and the jiggly butt and the jiggly thighs. But then it goes after fat stores in the brain because your brain is 50% fat. Now, the bad news is that fat and toxins bind together. So when you're burning the fat for fuel, the toxins then get dumped into the bloodstream to recirculate and cause havoc in your organs. And that's why you've got to drink 3 liters of water to dilute the toxins so your kidneys can handle the stress of pushing it out through the urine. So fat and toxins bind together. Your brain is 50% fat. Now, what does your body do with the excess carbohydrates, the excess sugar that you eat that doesn't get burned for fuel? Your body converts that to fat and stores it in the brain. And that's why you're called SHIT for brains, because of so much fat and toxins in your brain. So the juice feasting is the absolute best way for you to lose weight and keep it off. So even after you finish the 21-day juice feasting, you still need to drink 1 juice a day because that will cut your need for calories because your brain wants that protein. Your brain wants that blood sugar, and that's what's in your vegetable juice. Now, let's pretend I'm God and you are a stupid human and food is not labeled with the protein, carbohydrate, content on it. So as God, I'm going to put protein in everything I make and everything you eat so you don't have to think about the protein. So don't worry about where your protein is coming from. Just drink the juice. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Just drink the juice every day. Now, The next 7 days, so we got 21 days of juice feasting. The next 7 days is going to be living foods. Now, what's living foods? Well, romaine lettuce is not dead when you eat it. Broccoli sprouts is not dead when you eat it. Sweet red, yellow peppers are not dead when you eat them. So living foods are fresh vegetable produce. Okay, so here's a little factoid. Everything that grows is a vegetable. So all fruits are vegetables. Everything that grows is a vegetable. Now, anything with a seed is a fruit. So cucumbers are fruits. Tomatoes are fruits. Peppers are fruits. Cashews are fruits. Wow. That's an interesting factoid. So now, what does that mean to us? Anything with a seed is still a living food. So I hate vegetables. I hate green stuff. I break out. I get gas when I eat vegetables. Okay, time out. You need digestive enzymes. Your body manufactures digestive enzymes. If you eat the same food for 3 days in a row, guess what? Your body's going to manufacture digestive enzymes. So the fourth day you eat that food, it's already going to be digestible. It's when you use unusual foods, when you start adding unusual things to your diet, that's producing gas because you don't have the digestive enzymes. So if you're juicing 4 times a day for a week and then you go to raw foods, you will have all the digestive enzymes you need and you won't get gas. Trust me on this one. Now, I still don't like raw foods, Dr. Love. I don't like salads. I don't like green stuff. What am I going to do? Well, that's where the Dr. Love's pesto, the spread the love, comes into play. Now, what is the pesto? It's a nut meat pate. So what's a nut meat? So walnuts, almonds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, macadamia nuts, Brazil nuts. Those are all nut meats. Now, we add to that a green. You can add basil. You can add kale. You can add collard greens. You can add spinach. So you can add a green to a nut meat. Then you can add olive oil and then garlic and then a little bit of curry powder, a little bit of soy sauce, and put that in a high-speed blender. And now you've got pesto, and that becomes a salad dressing. It becomes a dip. It becomes a spread. So it tastes good because of the fat and the protein from the nut. It's nutritious because of the leafy green vegetable and the garlic and the olive oil. So those are the things that are good for you that also taste good. And that's how we break our fast. So 21 days of juicing, 7 days of raw, that's a 4-week program. Okay, Dr. Love, now what? Now you've got to take the cooking raw class with Dr. Love. And then I teach you what to eat for breakfast, what to eat for lunch, what to eat for dinner, what to eat for snacks, what to eat for desserts, and soups and salads. So I cover the whole gamut in the Cooking Raw with Dr. Love. Now, what am I going to learn? What if I don't like any of the foods that you're recommending? Well, when you enroll in the course, I'm going to give you a 4-page list of foods. You're going to check off the stuff that you like. So the menus and the recipes I give you are only going to be of the foods that you've already indicated that you like. So that eliminates any possibility of you getting a menu or a recipe for something you don't like. Okay, I think I'm going to try it. But what if I backslide? What if I can't follow through? What if I'm undisciplined, Dr. Love? How am I going to deal with that? Well, you might have heard me talk about ear reflexology. You might have heard me talk about using ear magnets. So to my lovely assistant, can you take that ear chart off the wall so that I can show you how to apply the ear magnets, you know? Thank you very much. Okay. So here is the ear chart. So there are over 60 acupuncture points in the ear. I know there's a little glare there. Okay. So there are 3 points for, thank you. There's 3 points for weight loss. So number 1 is the lung point, which speeds up the metabolism. Number 2 is the kidneys, which speeds up the metabolism. And number 3 is the Shenmen point, which calms and relaxes the nervous system. And the reason why you eat is because of emotional stress. So when you're anxious, you want to eat salty foods. When you're angry, frustrated, you want to eat crunchy foods. When you're feeling not happy, you want creamy foods. When you're feeling a lack of love, you want sweet foods. So your food choices are predicated on your emotional states. So when we use Shen Men as an ear magnet point, we calm and relax the nervous system. The kidney point speeds up the metabolism, and the lung point speeds up the metabolism. And those are our ear points. Thank you. Now I'm going to show you this. If you decide to get these magnets, it comes with an ear chart, and then it also comes with instructions on the back on how to use it. And then we have the actual ear magnets. So we have a rod and we have a disc. So we've got a rod and a disc. And I don't know if you can see, but it's pretty powerful. And so what we do is we put the rod in the front, we put the disc in the back. I don't know if you can see that. And then I touch the disc in the back and I can move the point from the back. Now, of course, I have several instructional videos on how to do this. So I want you to get the overview. You don't need to get it right this second, but there is an instructional video. Now, the other question is, what am I going to do for the juice feasting? When I go to 4 times, when I'm juicing 4 times a day, I have 5 cleansers in a detox kit that are going to assist you process out everything that is blocking your heart, lung, liver, spleen, and kidneys. So we've got one ingredient, which is agar-agar powder. That's a sea vegetable fiber. Inside your body, it pushes the cellular debris through. Then we have blue-green algae, which is a high-quality vegetable protein, which feeds your brain. Then we have a stool softener, which loosens up everything blocking the colon. Then we have bee pollen, which keeps your energy level high while you're not eating. And then the last ingredient is cayenne and garlic capsules, which cleans the gunk out of your blood vessels. So we've got 4 cleansers and an energy boost in the 7-day detox kit, which is the last 7 days of the 21-day program. So that's where we're going to start. Then we're going to go to the pesto. Now, I'm going to give you the recipes. Absolutely no charge, because I want you to not have any excuse for not being successful in this program. So you're going to get the recipes free. But if you choose to order the pesto, there's some extra goodies I'm going to give you, which are Dr.Love seasonings and spices. These are things that I designed myself. So if you get the pesto, you can get that as well. Now, the next thing we want to do is understand that drinking tea, so this is after the 4 weeks, the ongoing program. is called Oolong tea or Black Dragon tea. And what I did was I found out which tea was most beneficial for weight loss. And I found out that there's a lot of researchers around the world who had that exact same question. And they did all the research and they found out that oolong tea was the best way to lose weight. And then they wanted to find out which country had the best oolong tea. Was it India? Was it China? Or was it Taiwan? And then they found out which country, and then they found out which mountain produced that tea. So the tea that I exclusively sell is the tea that comes from that particular mountain. And that is a big secret, the mountain where the Black Dragon tea comes from. Now, the next thing we want to do is exercise. Dr. Love, I hate exercising. I can't go to the gym. I can't fit my clothes. I can't afford $200 sneakers. I'm not cute enough to wear those leotards. Besides, my things juggle. I can't afford a sports bra. What else you got? Jiggle. What did I say? Juggle?
Juggle.
Jiggle. So, jiggle. Okay. So, there is an exercise called the swimming dragon. And I can't really see what you're looking at because the monitor, unfortunately, is not available. So we start in this position. Every time I show this, everybody says, oh, that's cool, but then they can't do it. And it takes a half an hour at least just to explain how to do the Black Dragon, the swimming dragon exercise. And again, there's another instructional video. And if you go to loveqigong.com and go to the archives. So first of all, you have to register, then you can go in the archives and then you can get the swimming dragon exercise. And that's specifically for losing weight. It actually stretches the digestive system and it speeds up the metabolism. And it calms and relaxes the nervous system so you don't have those cravings. I gotta eat. So that's the swimming dragon. So we've got the juice feasting, we've got the swimming dragon, we've got the ear reflexology, and we've got the tea. And those four things guaranteed to work. For keeping it off, you don't have to use anything that I offer for losing weight unless you want to. You can use whatever method you want to lose weight. But if you want to keep it off, this is the way to do it.
Lifestyle.
It's all about the lifestyle. Blue Dragon Qi-gong is selling a lifestyle. It's encouraging you to adopt a culture of self-healing. We, the tribe, want you to adopt the culture of self-healing, of lifestyle harmony. And that's all we want for you. My students ask me all the time, what can we do to convince people? I'm not here to convince you. I'm only here to help you once you've already made the decision that whatever nonsense is out there in the world is nonsense. You cannot make sense from nonsense. You cannot read magazines and expect to get an accurate picture of the world. You cannot read newspapers and expect to get an accurate picture of politics. You cannot read books and expect to get an accurate picture of economics. You're going to have to travel. You're going to have to engage in intellectual discourse with people who grew up in other cultures. You have to have another perspective. You have to alter your attitude and shift your perspective if you want to see the whole picture. In the West, we talk about knowledge as a linear thing. So we start with A and B and C and we go on. In the East, knowledge is circular. So If you're trying to get to A to B to C, you can't even see, you can't even visualize C when you start out. You have to get to A to B before you can even recognize that C exists. And you have to get to D before you can get to E. So it's all circular. It's a completely different view of looking at the world. So all I can tell you is you have to abandon your current belief system. You have to drop your attitude. You have to alter your attachments, and you have to let go of your belief structure. In if you really want to see the 360 degrees and 3D, 4D, fourth dimension. And there's a lot that I can teach you, but you got to start at the doorway to the temple. I can take you to the door, but you have to have the courage to make the first step. What causes premature death is brain metabolism gone left, gone awry, gone amok. And your brain metabolism is because of the sugars that you choose to eat and the protein of poor quality that you choose to eat. Your health is in your hands. We're going to open it up for questions and comments right now. If you're wherever you are, IG, YouTube, type in your comment, your question, and I'm here to answer any questions about acupuncture, Asian medicine, herbal medicine, superfoods, nutrition, and your health. So I know I dropped a lot on you. So your mind may still be reeling from all the information that I dropped. But if you want to get a detox kit, if you want to start the 21-day program, you can go to 21daystowellness.com. That's the numerals 21, and you'll get the information on how to get started on your personal program. And then if you want the magnets or the tea, or you want to learn how to do the swimming dragon, I'm here to help you.
I have a question.
Okay.
So with the magnets, uh, they help you with cravings.
The magnets help you with cravings. The question was, do the magnets help you with cravings?
Yes.
And the answer is when you go through withdrawal, when you like, I gotta have it. Yes, then that the magnets are helpful. So,
And with the tea,
mhm.
how often is it safe to drink?
Okay, you can drink up to 12 cups of tea. I don't know why you would want to drink 12 cups of tea, but 2 cups 3 times a day is perfect. Okay, I can't imagine you desiring more than 2 cups 3 times a day. But if you wanted more, I mean, if you were like 300 pounds and 6'8", sure. But there's no safety factor. You can drink as much tea as you want because you could drink a gallon of water, depending upon your size. If you're 4'10", then obviously you don't want to have that much. And if you're 6'8", you want to have a lot more. So it depends on size and weight and your metabolism. Tea is better taken just before, during, and just after your meal, not in between meals. Before, during, after is the best time to take the tea. Tea has tannins in it, which speed up the metabolism and make it easy to digest the food and prevent bad breath and staining your teeth. Very important. Whereas coffee stains your teeth, Black Dragon tea does not stain your teeth.
Okay. When it comes to the detox kit, you said it's optional, but if we try it and we like it, can we repeat quarterly, or what do you recommend?
Okay, how do I recommend using the detox kit as part of the 21-day program?
Apart from the
Apart from the 21-day
21
program. That's a good question. So I would recommend that you do it whenever the seasons change. Okay, I would recommend you do the 7-day detox kit whenever the seasons change. But you have to do the 21-day program first for your body to get in alignment, to get acclimatized to the fasting program, the juice feasting program. Okay.
Got it.
So it's a lot of information. I know it's a lot of information, but so how do you order the kit? How do you order the magnets? How do you get to the Black Dragon tea? So 21days2wellness.com, the numerals 21, that's how you order the kit and the magnets. And in order to get the swimming dragon exercise, you got to go to loveqigong.com and register. So those are your two options. So what I was suggesting is if you have a favorite weight loss product, you can use it, but long term, your weight loss product is probably not going to work long term. The thing that's going to work long term is the 21-day program and the lifestyle of living foods and the nut meat pates and the daily juicing and the swimming dragon Qi-gong. That's what's going to work for you long term. So I know Michael Reed is listening or watching. I know Sandy Morace is listening or watching. Sandy's in Orlando, and I'm going to do a radio interview with her Saturday night at 5 o'clock. So we're going to put the link for the radio interview with Sandy Morace in the Boost Your Immune System and in Dr. Qi-Love. And I'm also doing a Zoom call at 10:30 p.m. because it's California time, 7:30 California time, on Qi-gong and the sacred art of belly dance. And I'll drop the links for that because I've got a California Qi-gong family. Sister Pilar Ma'at and her brother Amasis Ma'at will be joining us on the call, and Akua Ma'at. So we've got a lot of information to drop for you Saturday night, 10:30 p.m., Qigong and the sacred art of belly dance. Because as we move Qi through the lower chakras or the lower dantian, we're going to trigger a connection to the Holy Spirit. Okay? So we've got no more comments. We got no more questions. Yesterday, we had a lot of questions. Can we answer some of the questions from yesterday? Nope. So thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Remember, your health is in your hands, and prevention is the only cure. In order to be well, you've got to Qi well. Until tomorrow, I'm Dr. George Xavier Love for the Blue Dragon Qigong Academy.